I say debate what to debate because there will be a lame duck session of Congress. Remember, the Democrats will still control the Senate in this one, and there is a big conversation about, do you do big business? Or do you just do the little things you need to do to keep the government running and then defer everything to the next Congress when the Republicans will control both chambers and with a bigger majority in the House? What is the big question, Ed, about how much to put on the table?
Well, I mean, that is really the only thing they've got to discuss Wednesday, Thursday, Democrats do, because you could do 5, 6, 7 different things over the course of 3 or 4 weeks, or you could just do maybe 2 or 3 of them. I think the biggest unresolved question at this point is, do you take up the Loretta Lynch nomination and get her confirmed as Attorney General while Democrats still control the Senate? Or do you perhaps just begin the process, allow her to make the rounds, and then formalize it under a Republican Senate? The concern that Democrats have up there right now is there have been various public statements made by Mitch McConnell, by Ted Cruz, by Mike Lee, and others about issues not necessarily related to her qualifications, but to what she would say or think about, for example, the president taking executive action on certain things. If that becomes a proxy fight, the Lynch nomination for that, then certainly Democrats want to get it done now while they still control the chamber.
Well, they control the chamber, Molly, but if you're Mitch McConnell, isn't there an opportunity here to get a few things done with Harry Reid in charge that you'd prefer actually not be on your watch? I don't know if the Lynch nomination is one of those, but I think keeping the government open, you'd like to keep the government open and just pass something to put that aside for as long as you can so that the Republicans aren't involved in another conversation about, are we going to shut down the government?
Well, the Republicans are involved in that conversation no matter what. I mean, there are some things that have to get done before the end of the year. The funding for the government runs out, as you mentioned, and then there are some things that the Democrats can do by themselves, such as some nominations. But beyond that, you already hear a lot of conservatives sort of firing a shot across McConnell's bow, saying, don't let the Democrats go sort of run roughshod over you while they still have control. And so I think this is going to send a big signal, what happens in this lame duck session, about how McConnell plans to position his new majority, but also how Harry Reid and the president plan to play things. So both sides showing how much confrontation they have an appetite for versus how much they actually want to get along.